Good morning, C fam. How are we doing? Aham saying no Aussie for you, only for me. Brother needs to play the game for that to happen. Good morning, Methman. 75 stream streak. Yeah, I've seen that joke before. Happy Monday, Nano and Reflex. You thought CeeJaey was kill? I lived, bitch. Does anyone want to play MvM? Because it's just going to be me and Swood on a little romantic duo. No. I'm not kill for 2025. I said I would stream Monday and Tuesday. So we play some MvM today. Last little gamble of the year. And then tomorrow I'm going to finish Metroid Prime 4. And then that's it. That's it for 2025. We'll start the new year playing some new games. You're forced to. You're free to leave at any time. Just know my feelings will be hurt. You gonna join Mythman? Nice. My music? I didn't prepare it. I mean, it was playing the whole time. You guys just need to listen. You're back in Poland? Oh, I thought you were in UK for the new year. You can join next tour. There's no guarantee I'm playing 2 tours. They'll get you if you do. Who's they? You guys can't even hear the music now. What the fuck is going on? What is going on? This one? There you go. To break into the 5th dimension to the music, right? I'm playing through my in-game mic. Yeah, I got it on my phone. You guys can't hear it? You're working today, so you have to go back? Oh. I see. Your days off lined up pretty great. 5 days in a row. Nice. So you're back to normality now, for the time being. Go away. Who wants some keys? Too many keys. The rich get richer. Absolutely. The solution is take an axe to your PC and throw it until it plays the music. I don't know if I have an axe close by or in the house. And I don't think my PC would react very well. I'm straight up hearing it, and by it, let's say the music. Alright, so it's just gonna be the 3 of us. Guys, you're abandoning us? You enjoy British Christmas? Nice. What was your favourite part about it? Shrimmer flaunting wealth? I mean, when you join the stream, you see what I've got. So I feel like you're inserting yourself into it. When in doubt, use gun. Again, I do not have a gun. I live in the UK. We ain't rooting, tooting, pointing, and shooting. The rich get richer. Hi, Gabriel. How's it going? Join the party and give you 10 keys? Yeah. Am I doing Mecha and Gear Grinder? I don't know. Maybe I'll just do one tour today. Depends how it goes. If we haven't got very many people, then I probably don't want to sit here playing solo. You know what I mean? Last gamble, last Aussie drop? Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Who needs lots of rolls of the dice? Or you need one. Can't join now? Yeah, I'm just saying, like, I have to sort dinner later. And if this tour takes too long, then I'm not going to have enough time to do another one. It's nice and easy when we have a full party. So we can just do, like, 2 cities and Gear Grinder, and it gets it done in, like, 4 hours flat, or less than. But, yeah, can I talk about dinner too? If you were here. Put the skill and skillet, hell yeah. Post what you want to say on the sub chat. Yeah, look good. You got some good games there. Plenty of hours. Breaking Crackers was pretty fun. Yeah. Food. What food in particular did you like? You're in the Eurostar right now? Damn, that was quick. Alright, well in that case I'm going to ready us up. Let's go. It's because you're in the tunnel. Yeah, we get a golden pan today. I can finish, unless there's a major skill issue, I should be able to finish Metro Prime 4 tomorrow. So, might not even be a very long stream tomorrow, we'll see. Hi, Garrus. Opening 100 crates? No, no, no. We do not do that. Oh, 20 ping. Love that. I have despised in our game. Pigs in blankets? Pig in blankets are goated. Do love a pig in blanket. Hello. Real CeeJaey? Client disconnect. Yeah, I've eaten way too much over the past few days. Christmas Eve, Christmas Day, and the next, what, 2 days, I guess? 3 days? I've just been feasting. Look at this guy. Whoa. How does he do it? You kill me. Ray posting today, by the way. Dinner is chili, so... Fall into the dark side. Ain't nothing wrong with chili. The chili side. Yeah, I just feel like gross. Too much food. Excuse me. Gotta reset, like, how much I'm eating and... New year, new me. How long does it take for new draws from new crates to get priced? That's difficult to ask, man. Well, difficult to answer, rather. It depends on how, like, how many there are. Usually, the more, like, common hats get priced a lot quicker because obviously there's a lot more of them being bought and sold. Is Medic drunk?
Hello, how was Christmas?
Yeah, so... Yeah, it really depends. Hi, Zarita. Thank you for the 500 bits. Christmas was good, thank you. It was hectic and tiring at times, but also chill, so... A pretty standard Christmas. We had a lot of family over for Christmas Eve. Christmas Day was really quiet, but nice and chill, and then Boxing Day was a lot more chaotic again. Mechamatic recovering from Christmas tipsy. Too much eggnog. How was everyone else's Christmas? Did everyone get any nice gifts? Did anyone do anything interesting? I didn't kill mine, yeah. I would have if it wasn't like the start of the round. Nice music in background. Oh, thank you. It's song request day, so anyone can request songs. Bulgaria. Someone gave you a serious case of the flow, so now you sound like one get right. That's how I felt. Why are we requesting Christmas songs when Christmas is over? Christmas is over for another year, gang. Should put some yeet bangers. Again, it's not down to me. It's down to chat. Chat have to request stuff. Yeah, I was mostly better for Christmas, but still just like feeling a little bit like, ugh, you know. I'm still not fully there. My sinuses are kind of painful and everything. Wish you could join, but you're at work. Oh, that sucks. Yeah, that's part of the reason why I was streaming. So it's like, I imagine some people are going to be at work, like back at work. So they maybe appreciate an MvM stream. I saw a good song and decided, what if it sucked? Swood, question for you. When do you want to watch Stranger Things? You've been off for 2 weeks, your third week off, all paid? That's nice. You probably prefer past Wednesday? Oh, because I was going to suggest, like, are you free this evening? But if not, that's fine. There's 3 episodes we need to catch up on. And they're all about an hour. So... could also do. Because I know you have your dinner at a specific time, right? And I think people like Carrie would be off work by then. Karik's not working, so he should be free. I message Leah, because Leah's watched one of the episodes, so yeah. Oh, because you like nachos?
Whoa! What is your New Year's resolution, Carlos baby?
Because past Wednesday, that's when the finale comes out as well, and it's like, yeah. Talking about Stranger Things possibly tonight, Carrie. So past Wednesday, then you can have nachos for the finale, Swede, right? DCS, thank you for the 126. Thank you very much. Appreciate it, man. How are you doing? How was your Christmas? Did I watch the latest episodes of ST? I've seen all of them so far. As a group, we are going to be watching 5, 6, and 7 tonight. What's my New Year's resolution? I don't really know. I don't know. Like, I want to continue, like, improving myself. Like, keep up going to the gym, keep up eating better, all that stuff. I want to be better at catching up with people. Sometimes it's hard to catch up with friends, and should maybe put in a bit more of an effort on that. And I don't know. I'd love to say get a job, but that's not always down to me. So, yeah. Just be better, I guess. You could have both. Oh, yeah, if you can go to the store today, then do it. I was thinking, like, I don't know, 6, 7. I don't know why I said that. I'm going to kill myself. I was thinking around 7 my time, which is 6 your time. Because that's when you, like, usually have dinner at 6. I don't know. You might be back at 6:30 p.m. Yeah, it won't be until around that time because Sweet needs to eat and I've got to sort food and do stuff with the fam. You're good. You're currently at work. Only one in your 120 people company who's here. Wait, what? So what's the point in you being there? %ing Left 4 Dead 1 and 2? Yeah. I mean, last year I was like, let's see if I can get to 15,000 achievements and 200 perfect games, and I did that. I think there's like a decent milestone to aim for this year, so yeah. I don't know, this year's been good in some respects, and also others it's been very disappointing. So I really would just like paying employment, so I'm gonna do whatever it takes to try and get that. And yeah, planning on meeting some people in January, got a wedding in the summer, making some plans for later in the year. All that kind of stuff. Catch up with you at Uberfest. That would be like November time, right? Unfollowed, unsubbed, blocked. You know, that's valid. I didn't even mean to do that. How can I not say numbers now? Someone has to accept mail and packages. Alright. 100% BG, 3BL, 1, 2, 3. Oh god, yeah. So, like, I 100%ed Clover Pit and everything. New year, there'll be some new DBD achievements to get, and I think Cult of the Lamb is having a DLC, which probably adds some, but for me personally, I'll probably do some GTA. May need to call on, like, Aham and Reflex and Swood to help me out with some of the online ones if and when I get to that point. But yeah, GTA and Red Dead 2 are kind of like what I'm planning at the moment. But yeah, in a group setting, I'd love to finish Terraria, Left 4 Dead 1 and 2. And yeah, the Borderlands games. That'd be a good thing to do. Music's a little loud. I probably turn it up recently and didn't turn it down again. I'll turn it down a tad. Let me know if that's any better. Try to get a date in September for the next Uberfest. Okay. I may be in the region around that time of year. I don't know. Probably closer to November, December though. But if I am able to, then I could always turn up. Would be nice. Should you be distraught by the amount of homophobia coming out from the penultimate ST episode? Where there's a literary review bombing everywhere. Okay, so I don't want to say anything because spoilers. In my personal opinion, the second volume of season 5 is not as strong as the first volume. But yes, there are people who are a little bit weird. Let's just say it was very, very low rated in Saudi Arabia, which I don't know how many people in the Western world are checking up on review scores of Saudi Arabia for Stranger Things, but there you go. I personally think that there's been some interesting developments in the most recent episodes. I do see some issues with like some of the writing, but yeah. I don't take it super seriously, I guess. I just kind of, you know. I just saw it on a post that said that 68% of people disapproved of the last episode. Do whispers even work? But yeah. I'm going to try and refrain from talking about it too much because I know there's a lot of people who don't watch it immediately. Including a lot of people who will be watching it tonight. So I will like probably in the new year give it like a little bit of leeway and then talk about it freely. It's also difficult to like give my opinions on the entire season when there's still a finale to go. It's the crown thing next to the search bar. Okay. I think I've rarely ever used whispers. Remember, there used to be a big thing in the early days of Twitch. It's like private messaging. I feel like, again, I don't want to say too much because I don't want people to be spoiled, but I also think that a more accurate a more accurate comparison would be Last of Us 2. There was a lot of bigots who didn't like the fact that there was a trans character and the main character was gay, etc. But there were also other issues. That's all I'll say. I mean, it's just the age-old thing. Like, form your own opinions of media, and ignore the obvious noise from people who dislike things for other reasons. You know, for dumb reasons. Also, you guys know Timothy Chalamet, right? Actor. Not personally. Okay. Well, you know he was in Interstellar? Getting a warning for accepting Aham as a friend? Are you sure this may be a scammer? Oh shit, what have you done, Aham? Why does Discord not like you? Singling out Aham. Yeah, I've never seen that before. Fraudulent activity on your account. Oh, I need ammo. Scammed you out of your time once when playing GTA 5? It's okay, you don't have to play with me. I wasn't talking about Season 2, Kara. I was talking about the second game. In the second game, there's a trans character. In the second game, there's a trans character. There is also Ellie, who's obviously a lesbian, so a gay character. And then there is Abby, who is... who's buff, which rubbed people the wrong way as well. But there's the Asian character who helps Abby. She is trans. Or they are trans. It's been a while since I played the game. Which game is this? Last of Us 2. But The Last of Us 2 is, in my opinion, meh for other reasons. Like, the people who complain about the game... If you ignore the bigger, like, opinions, there was other stuff about the game that I wasn't a massive fan of. I maybe need to replay it myself. Maybe when it's cheap on Steam, I'll pick it up. You DM me? Yeah, of course you can, man. I probably won't be able to read it till after stream, but... I still haven't watched The Last of Us TV show. And it's like, a lot of people said Season 1 was really good, but then Season 2 had some issues. So, yeah. Woke? Yeah, it's woke, man. Everything's woke. Oh shit! I bought my sister and her fiance Dispatch for PS5, and by that I mean I bought them a gift card to buy the game, and put a picture of the game inside an envelope, and was like, "Buy this." And they finished it last night. They really liked it. PS5, yeah, that's the one. 20 stream streak, huge. They got pretty much the same ending as me. They went with Invisigal. Or, to put it in my sister's description, we rizzed up Invisigal. I was like, okay. And they got rid of Sonar instead of Coop. But yeah, pretty much the same. I mean, I only went with Sonar because he was my only character that had intelligence, so probably would have gone for Coop otherwise. Yeah, the game tries to have like a message, I feel. No. I feel like it tries to do this whole, like, you're the bad guy all along, right? When it's like, no, there's a lot of decisions that happen throughout the game that kind of get us to that point. To dumb it down as in, like, you're the bad guy. Like, it tries to be too, like, smart. He was thinking canon, she needed the job. Fair. It's like Dark Souls. When you play Dark Souls, the game makes you feel bad. Like, you go into this room, and there's this fucking giant lava spider. There is a giant lava spider trying to kick your ass. And you're like, okay, I'm going to kill her. Right? You don't have a choice. It's a giant lava spider trying to kill you. Right? So you kill her. And then later on, you find her sister, who is blind, speaking a different language that you don't understand. And by the end of it, you find out that she essentially, like, killed herself slowly by imbibing poison to save a bunch of people, right? Which caused her to be crippled. And her sister, the giant lava spider aforementioned, is killing things to feed her sister and keep her alive. And now that you've killed the giant lava spider, her sister will also slowly die, sat there in the darkness because she can't see what's going on. So it's kind of like, huh, I feel bad now. But the game doesn't thrust it in your face like, you're the bad guy, you know? It does it in a way that you're like, I had to do what I had to do, but as a consequence of my actions, other people have been affected. That's a much better way of writing a character, a much better way of showing, like, the negative things that happen. And I feel like Last of Us 2 gets close to it. Because it's like, hey, you remember what happens at the end of the first game? That was pretty intense, right? What happens if there's repercussions to those actions? And you're like, oh shit, yeah, that's interesting. I didn't think about that. That guy had a family. But then, like, the writing tries to be like, it just doesn't work. It just doesn't work. It's too forced. It's like, you're the bad guy. You want to kill people? No. They want to kill you. But if you kill them, it just, you know, it gives off, like, Reddit, I am very smart, you know? Where the real monsters Left 4 Dead graffiti if it was a game. Exactly. Exactly. I didn't even see what spec yet, and I don't know who got I feel like, yeah, that's a good way. I actually used that during my my quiz, actually, Swood. I had that graffiti on the wall. People had to guess what game it was from. Exactly, Neno. You take a look at a game like Dishonored, right? Dishonored gives you the opportunity, like, hey, you gonna like go around killing everyone? That's an option. Or you could just not kill anyone. You could knock them out. That's an option. Are you gonna be a good guy or a bad guy? But the game doesn't give you choice. The game is like, hey, you have to do this, but you're bad for like, I don't know. Like I said, it's so close. Like, oh yeah, we are all the bad guys because we're living in this fucked up world, but it doesn't do it that way. It tries to be too smart with it. It tries to be like, you're the bad guy. I'm like, okay. Don't know if this is gonna work, Meth Man. I'm trying my best. Try my best, man. Try my best. Is that a sniper down over there? I'm coming. Oh, no. Hi, Meister. How's it going? I got an objector. Oh, nice. We have to go right now. Team. No! Team! She still thinks you're her sister when she talks to you? Yeah, exactly. It's an emotional thing. It's like, oh shit, like, that kind of sucks, you know? You drink for gate grind if that ends up happening? Yeah, I mean, it depends on how fast we finish this tour and, like, everything like that. It may just be 2 cities today. But I could also do a cheeky New Year's Day stream. I usually do a little New Year's Day stream, so I could do a little bit of MvM then as well. It's no ethical consumption under capitalism no matter what you do. I don't know if that's the message. But yeah, I feel like, again, I guess I could spoil it because Last of Us 2 has been out for ages. Like, Ellie literally kills a pregnant woman. And then it's just so many moments that just don't make sense in the writing. Like, Abby has the opportunity to kill Dina and doesn't. So it's like, okay, that should be the end of it. But then Ellie makes this whole song and dance about going and getting revenge, which kind of almost breaks apart her and Dina's relationship because she's so focused on this revenge thing. And then when she finally gets her opportunity, she's like, no, I've got to be the bigger person. I just, the writing is not good. It's just a lot of things that don't make sense. And yeah, the overarching thing of like, we're the bad guys. Like, okay, I get the point. There's been a lot of media that's done it in better ways. Let me put it that way. You take a look at The Walking Dead, like the games. You take a look at like a lot of different things. Zombie material that has the whole, wow, there's monsters, but what we do is just as bad, like The Witcher, right? How many times is like Geralt's like, I'm a monster hunter, I hunt monsters. The real monster is humanity because of the things they do, you know? But it doesn't do it in a, like, patronizing way like The Last of Us 2 does. Like, you remember I think it's season 1. Yeah, it must be season 1. Season 1 of The Walking Dead. There's that house that you go to, and there's those people that are, like, eating other humans. They're like cannibals. And it's like, holy shit, that's fucked up! That's crazy! Whoa! That's messed up. The game made it very clear that that's messed up. The game didn't then turn around and go, but you killed someone once, so you're just as bad. Naughty, naughty. Like, it just didn't fuck around with shit like that, you know? Srood called you a capitalist pig. I mean... How much product have you consumed lately, Aham? You're always talking about pizza. Yep. They accuse you of being bad while forcing you to be bad. Kind of, yeah. Last of Us 2 happens because, okay, spoilers for the entire Last of Us series, I guess. At this point, I imagine everyone knows what happens. In the first game, you have to... Your job is to take this girl who is immune to the infection, right? She is immune to the infection. So you're supposed to take her to this hospital where they're going to use her to find a cure. But when you get there, right, it's a very good first game because it has that kind of you play as older character with younger character stereotype, you know, like God of War and Walking Dead, etc. So you begin to be like, wow, this kid's not bad. I like this kid, you know? And then when you go there, it turns out in order to find this cure to help humanity, they need to kill her in order to get the cure, right? And it's kind of like, oh shit, this kid who, you know, I'm kind of appreciating a lot. I like this kid now. They're going to kill her. It's very much like, you know, in Stranger Things, you got Hopper and Eleven, right? Hopper's kid dies. And then he has Eleven, who he wants to protect. Same thing happens in Last of Us, you know? Joel's daughter died, and he kind of replaces her almost with Ellie. So you get there, and it's like, oh, shit. You have to kill them? And she's kind of like, I'm okay with this. And then she's like, whatever needs to be done to save humanity. But Joel's like, fuck that. I ain't letting it happen. So he tries to stop it, and in doing so, kills a bunch of people. Like a doctor and stuff. Fast forward however many years it is, and the daughter of the doctor is out for revenge and kills Joel in a pretty brutal way. So it's kind of like, again, like, it's an interesting way of being like, hey, remember all those people you kill? That you're kind of like, hey, this is part of the game, I'm just killing them. There's repercussions to your actions. They're not just nameless, faceless people. They're people with families who may be kind of pissed at your actions and want to get you, you know? So then the game you play as Ellie, and you're kind of like, fuck that bitch who killed Joel. He was my fish. I mean, he was my kind of new father kind of guy. Right? And then you play as her trying to get revenge on this girl who was getting revenge on you. And you end up killing a whole bunch of people, including a pregnant woman at one point. And then you, like... excuse me. Halfway through the game, you swap over to Abby, who is the person who killed Joel. So now you're playing as her. And you're like, oh, damn. I'm playing as the bad person. I don't think I get to the res in time. Oh. I didn't realize there was a spider. And then it just goes back and forth. Like, Abby has a chance to kill Ellie, but then decides against it. Abby has a chance to kill Dina, goes against it. And then at the end, it's like Ellie goes to kill Abby because everyone's been like, okay, let's just leave each other alone. And she's like, I can't do that. I can't. I need to get revenge. And then, yeah, it just... The backlash of the game was threefold. On one side, you had the bigots who didn't like the fact that there was a gay main character, a trans side character, and a buff woman in the game. Which, if those are your issues with the game, then I can't really, like, respect your opinion. The second part of it was there are people who are angry, upset at Joel dying at the start of the game. Now, I can understand that, but at the end of the day, it's the direction they wanted to take the game in. So, you just kind of, like, I don't know. I can understand being upset playing an entire game and then suddenly it's like, hey, remember that guy you played as for the entire game? Yeah, we just have to watch him die, you know? But then the third side is the poor writing, which is probably my only criticism with the game. So yeah. I think the writing is a little iffy at times. So, hi Stanley, how's it going? Okay, this is getting a little... I put the blast on Meth Man so he could survive the Buster, but then Heavy came. Okay, this is fine. Everything is fine. Hi, Flip. Welcome to the stream. Yeah, exactly, Reflex. That hating doesn't really count. And disliking, like... the choice to kill a character is also kind of meh. It's the same people who dislike TV shows. They're like, they killed off this character. I can't believe they did that. Like, if it's part of the story, it's part of the story. But the rest of the writing, Again, I played this game when Toast brought his PS4 over. And we sat there and played it in like a couple of days. We were taking it in turns with the controller, so... you know, I guess my investment wasn't 100%, so I would like to play it again for myself, but yeah. You think Ghost of Tsushima should have won Game of the Year instead of Last of Us? Last of Us 1 or 2? Last of Us 1 was a good game. Gameplay-wise, it was pretty bland cover shooter, you know? Like, every third-person thingy. Yeah. Can't remember what I was gonna say. I mean, people are like that, Reflex, unfortunately. Honestly, I thought the world was getting to a better place in terms of, like, acceptance, but the past 10 years has shown that there's still people who are... Okay, there's a teleporter behind us. Teleporter, 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 teleporter. Yeah, GG. Sweet almost had it. Yeah, try and keep it to English only so that we can all understand, please. Otherwise, we don't know what you're saying. Yeah, it feels exactly what you said, Nano. It feels like... Did I like How I Met Your Mother's ending? Trying to show him by... Anyway. Oh, you got Max? Oh, okay. Thank you for that info. I'm not going to rant about Lily. The ending doesn't have anything to do with Lily. Did I like the ending of How I Met Your Mother? I feel like the ending was valid because it was quite clear that was their plan all along, which I think is fine. I think their plan was always to have something happen to the mother, which would mean he ends up with Robin, and like that's the plan. Like I think the concept of the ending was fine. Like the idea that he's asking sort of like approval, permission from his kids. Is it okay if I date Robin, right? And he's giving this backstory and everything. I think that concept alone is okay. I feel like the show planned this from the beginning. The issue is that the show got more popular than they expected, so it ran for more seasons than they planned for. Which meant a lot more stuff happened in between that made the last episode not fit quite as well. You had an entire season dedicated to a weekend of a wedding to build up a lot of like plot points, cover a lot of stuff regarding Barney, only for all of that to be thrown away in like half an episode. The same sentry's behind again. Damn, son. Hole in one. Or hole in like... Scout me. Okay, I'm sitting on this fucking bomb. Did he end up meeting their mother? Yeah. What do you mean? Of course. Do you know how babies are made? So a lot of people don't like it, but you say it's fine if characters are killed. If it's, like, relevant to the plot, I guess. I didn't like the fact that the last episode seemed to, like, condense a lot of stuff down. I felt like the last season was not done well. I feel like they spent a lot of the episode addressing and like having catharsis for a lot of character points for Barney and Robin. Robin opening up about her like lack of kind of feminine nature, coming to terms with the fact that she can't have kids. Barney, you know, accepting the married life, moving on from his past, etc. Like a lot of those things are addressed over the course of an entire season, just for the final episode to be like, but it didn't work out, and then they got divorced, you know, which is a very, very weird way of doing it. So I'm trying to really concentrate on this game, so it's hard for me to like concisely talk, I suppose. But yeah. Obviously you guys know how I don't like Lily as a character, but I feel like yeah, that's basically it. So the ending, I was like, meh. It's supposed to be this emotional thing, right? The mother dies and, you know, yeah. You end up disliking all of the characters except for Marshall. I mean, all of the characters are, like, I feel like it's an often misunderstood point in shows that people have flaws. None of us are perfect. You know? We all have flaws. We all have things that are, like, worse. Things that probably annoy each other. You know? The point is that a good show doesn't have characters written that are perfect. You know? And I feel like How I Met Your Mother has all of these characters. Like, Lily is just a terrible human being. Barney is a womanizer and is horrific at it. You know, he's a massive misogynist. What's his name? Ted is just like, he has a lot of flaws. The point is, like, being like a good person, I think Marshall is probably one of the few people who's actually a good person, you know? But it makes them more, like, relatable, right? So yeah, I feel like the ending isn't bad, but the last episode is really poorly done. It's like Friends. Like, Friends, all of the characters, like, there's reasons to dislike all of them, right? Ross is like clingy, clingy, obsessive person. Joey is a womanizer. Phoebe is annoying. Rachel is like this bit of an airhead who kind of only worries about herself. Monica is this kind of compulsive person who it's her way or the highway kind of thing. You know, like Chandler's a committophobe. You know, like everyone has their flaws, but the thing about the show is that as the show goes on, they grow out of a lot of those things. Like Chandler addresses his commitment issues and ends up getting married and having kids. Rachel stops only caring about herself and, you know, has a kid and is able to have a really good job by not being an airhead, by actually, like, you know, doing stuff that's needed. Monica gets to the point where she's able to concede on some points and, you know, have things a little bit more balanced. Oh. Okay, that's just unfortunate. We won't talk about that one, chat. The point is that over the course of many seasons, they all, you know, quote unquote improve as people because they all have flaws. They're all flawed people, but they improve on those points. That's character development. That's what we love. The issue with How I Met Your Mother is that they undo a lot of that character development in the space of one episode. You know what I mean? Like, they tried to do an entire, like, character arc for Barney not being such a womanizer anymore, only for one episode to systematically undo it very quickly, and then suddenly be like, oh, and then he got someone pregnant, and now he's not a womanizer anymore, because now he respects women. It's like, what? That's bad writing. Ross likes fossils, wholesome. Yeah. That's not a flaw. That's like it's a good thing. That's wild. Yeah, it's like, it's really poorly written. The whole idea is that, like, Barney goes from being this sex pest to being like, actually, I could settle down with a woman, and this is the woman I want to settle down with. and then there's like fragments of his old life, his old personality still there. And that last season, which again is spread over the span of like 2 days, it's a weekend. He kind of like comes to terms with all that shit. But then that final episode just doesn't make sense. Like the divorce is literally like a 3-minute scene or something. They're like, yeah, this isn't working. We need to break up. Let's get divorced. And then it's like Barney became a womanizer again. It's like they did a fucking montage over like undoing all the shit that they'd built up over many seasons. Makes no sense. Excuse me. What was worse? The ending of How I Met Your Mother or Scrubs Season 9? Again, like, Scrubs Season 9 isn't the worst thing I've ever experienced. I get the trend is for everyone to be like, it's bad, it's shit, I don't acknowledge it, you know. I get that, but also, like, I don't think it was that bad. As a standalone show, I would have watched it and been like, meh, there's some mildly funny moments, you know. Should have it existed in the Scrubs, like, timeline universe? No. I think they removed a lot of key characters, which upset the balance. I think it should have been, like, its own spin-off. Call it, like, Scrubs Juniors or something. I don't know. Something different. Because the way that it worked, it just didn't really work. It was too different. So, yeah. So to answer your question, I don't really know. They were both things that, like, I wasn't super hyped about, but I accepted, you know? Did I have a fun Christmas celebration? Yeah, it was alright, thank you. Yeah, Christmas Eve, we had family get together, and it was very chaotic. Christmas Day was a lot quieter. And it was nice, good food, good company, good drink, just, you know, doing our thing. And then Boxing Day, we had family over again. It was very chaotic. I was very tired by the end of it. So, yeah, it was good. Can I get you from this angle? No. Yeah, so Christmas was fun. It's that weird, like, lull after Christmas that's just been a bit weird. I've not really done much. I've not really met any friends. People have been busy, and it's just kind of like, you know what I mean? You just feel a little bit like, I won't use the word lost. That sounds very dramatic, but, like, just kind of like in a lull, you know what I mean? You know that period where, like, you don't know what day it is, you don't know what time it is, you just know it's sometime between Christmas and New Year's, you know. I haven't really done much. I just, oh shit, Sniper got 4 boxes. Limbo, yeah, exactly, Limbo. Australian wrench. That's huge. What's the pro kit? Liberty launcher? It's not great, but the wrench is pretty huge. Yeah, it's like a limbo. I've just felt a bit like meh. I finished watching Pluribus again. I implore you guys to watch it. It's a good show. Watch Stranger Things. I've been watching some Hell's Kitchen. I've just been playing some Ark Raiders. Just chilling. Grats. Oh, they left. Talking into the void. Yeah, I've just been kind of a bit like meh. It kind of affects my mood a little bit. Because I just get, I don't know, I like having like stuff to do. Yeah, I don't know how to describe it. Do you know what limbo actually is, according to Dante's Inferno? According to Dante's Inferno, which is poetry. Chat's cultured. You guys read poetry. According to him, limbo is the first layer of hell, right? And that is it's the layer of hell where people go who lived and died before knowing who God was. So that's anyone prior to like Jesus coming to earth and spreading the word of God, right? Alright. And I always thought that was like a little fucked up. Like, you're living in, let's call it ancient times. You're a good person. You live righteously, okay? You're good to your fellow human beings, right? You raise a family. You live good and proper. You don't commit any cardinal sins, but you still go to hell because you didn't praise God. You didn't know about him yet. No one did. But you still gotta go to hell, I'm afraid. Like, that's kind of messed up. Oh, the limbo dance. Yeah, that as well. King of the Hill is still waiting? Yeah. I could put that on at some point. Have you ever watched The Good Place? I haven't, no. I was tempted after I saw some bits and pieces of it. Winter Wonderland. You liked it? Yeah, I need some, like, easy watching stuff. Children of Morta. Okay, that sounds cool. Gamers and Redditors in their own circle of hell. Damn. Oh. Did you get anime out, Gwen? What would you suggest then? If you were to suggest an anime, What would you suggest? What would you gotta give me one. Psycho anime, is that out yet? I'd probably watch that. And you watched the Cyberpunk anime, which was good. I still need to watch that weird root video, Meth Man. I haven't gotten around to it yet. Suggest an anime where the women can't look like children. Challenge impossible. You watched all 4 seasons of The Good Place? Yeah, I saw some bits of it and I was like, oh, this is cool. But then there's like, I put that in the same group of shows like Community and shit like that where I'm like, oh, I'll probably watch it one day and I never get around to it. Free Run is on Netflix, but it's a recent hit in town. But if you've not watched it, this needs your stamp of approval, man. You know what I mean? Like, if I'm recommending a game to you, I'm not going to recommend one I've not played. Spies on me team, spies on me team. Hey. Thank you. Noob medic, heal spy. She did. Have I got 2,000 toys yet or more? No, I'm at like 1,200 total, I think. Does piracy concern you? Of course. I do not pirate things. And neither should you, chat. Puella, Magi, Madoka. Are you casting a spell in chat? Watch it out. Carrie's doing some freaking voodoo on us or something. Let's just put it this way. I do not have Apple TV. However, I watched the entirety of Pluribus. Have I watched Lies of P anime? Is that a thing? I borrowed someone's Apple TV? Yes, you could say that. I did borrow it. Another secret boss? I'm not going back and fighting any more bosses. I'm waiting till chapter 5. You got an unusual fire unbox? Nice. What was it? Excuse me, what was it for? It might be. Is this an actual anime or did you just draw some stuff in paint? That doesn't count as an anime, sweet. Bunny Hopper? Nice. You shitposting? I don't know. It's rude shitpost? Didn't hear the buster. What is your favorite anime, Reflex? Let's put it this way. What's your favorite? Poo reporting. What? Oh, shoot. Well, that was your way of saying you needed the toilet or something. Poo reporting. checking in. So you guys in shit, man. Non-school adventures. JoJo or My Hero Academia. Okay. That's the one that finished recently, right? That you had watched since high school. Unusual fires are usually worth more unless you get a good effect. So that's up to you. Team top team. Did you hear that One Piece Season 1 is coming to an end? I got sniped. Yeah, when new effects come out, people are like, I want to get the new effects. So... If you watch JoJo, you also become a insufferable. I just want to hear what people think. I'm probably not going to watch any of them, I'm sorry. The only one I mentioned was Attack on Titan because it's like, whoa, there's giant things. That's cool. Good morning, Exile. How's it going? Got it from a Mayflower case. They've been good for you. Anyone got anything cool from the Steam sale? Did anyone get any cool Christmas gifts? Oh my god, we got the original Bomber, John Bomber. RE0, good choice, good choice. Who's Medic? It's Swood, I trust him. You getting ready to start the new role and grinding MvM in the meantime? Nice. Yeah, I'm doing okay. Just vibing over the Christmas holidays. You got like 40 games? Anything... Any standout ones? RE0, nice. When are you starting that? I got top solo, so... He says, letting a scout pass. Can you? Thank you. Give me an arrow. Sir! I survived this. I'm good. After RDR2? Sounds good. I wanted you to arrow me up there. Are you using the needle? I was like, if I stand still, you could arrow me. And then it was like chaos down there. Like, you know what? I'll just jump down. It's fine. You got money and you bought games with it? No, oh yeah, the games you were talking about earlier, yeah. You got some good ones. I mean, Hades 2 and Expedition 33 both took me over 100 hours to 100%, so there's plenty of gameplay there for you. I haven't got any metal. You got 3 books about ghosts and 1 about urban legends. Ooh, I love urban legends. An only grade hat and an unusual fire today. Oh, I thought you were talking about Christmas presents. When you remember update, the next update brings a new case. Yeah. Guy with 10k hours doesn't know how much full damage he takes. I mean, I knew I'd survive. I just didn't want to fall down, take full damage, and then immediately get shot by the thingies. By the heavies. Congrats on the Islander. Thank you very much. It's about time. About time I got something good. Look outside, got a rat son, so what should I name the little fella? The rat. You'll have to send me a picture of the rat. Oh. Sorry guys, my nose is just... I'm still ill, but not ill, you know what I mean? Like, I'm in that post-illness phase. My sinuses are awful. It's like blood coming out of my nose and all sorts of shit going on. Falling apart. This guy in chat's too toxic, right? A mutant rat that can use guns? Holy shit. One Ghost and Urban Legends are from Adam Alishbubman. Okay. Man, I love shit like aliens and UFOs. What would you do if you were chosen, right? Let's say aliens are coming to Earth. They're coming to Earth February the 2nd, right? Who should go and speak to the aliens? And the Americans are like, well, obviously us. And then the Chinese are like, no, us. And the Russians are like, niet, us, bliat, right? And everyone's like, you know what? To be fair, we'll put everyone's name in the world in a hat and we'll pick out a name. Now, this is a figurative hat, probably use like an algorithm or something on a computer. The point is, it randomly picks a name. And that name is yours. That's right, I'm talking to you. What would you do? What was the first thing you do to an alien when you meet it? You've been chosen to represent humanity. Yo, what's up, gang? Say Chesh. Is it worth getting sentry firing speed? Give me 1 second to deal with this booster. Damn it, watch out! It's worth getting the first one. Anything above the first one isn't really necessary. Anything past the first one doesn't upgrade your base firing speed. The second one does kind of upgrade your wrangling firing speed. So it depends if you're going to be wrangling a lot, then you can do it, but most of the time it's not really worth doing it past one. I'm going to dap up the alien. It's high in Polish. Okay. So far we've gotten to the point where you guys are going to greet the alien. Understandable. Right? Yes. Beyond the greeting, send Michael. Who the fuck's Michael? What are you doing? Are you asking the alien questions? Are you craving knowledge? Are you going to take something to them to be like, here, this thing represents humanity. This artifact, this food, you know? You show them TF2 and they're like, this is your world? You ever see the movie Arrival? They're trying to communicate with aliens. Heavy, watch out! He has Brass Beast, he's fine. Give them a copy of Undertale like Matt did with the Pope. Give them a copy of one of Carrie's books and be like, is this you? Did you do this? Crop circles. Did you do this? I'm dead. Who died after that? He died after a lot of things. What do you think is like the weirdest celebrity like game? Like someone's played something, you know? Well, actually, your suggestion. Oh, I didn't see it. Sorry. Taking you to a strip club. So you're like, welcome to Earth. I am a human. Let's go look at other naked humans, and they'd be like, oh, okay. Is this part of your culture? Yes. Weirdest game that a celeb has played. That has played. Like, there's got, like, you know, celebrities play games. Like, what's his name? Henry Cavill played the Witcher games and plays Warhammer, I think. And, you know, obviously there's a lot of footballers and other sports people who play, like, FIFA and Call of Duty and shit like that. But, like, I remember reading a story about Mila Kunis, the actress, and she used to play World of Warcraft in, like, a big guild. Like, regularly play World of Warcraft. And people would sometimes be like, you sound like Meg from Family Guy. And she's like, no, I don't. Shut up. Like, do you think Joe Biden plays TF2 or something, you know? Isn't that Overwatch that you're talking about? I've seen that one. Snoop Dogg playing games for 3 days muted, yeah. That's a good one. Can you assume that aliens that was out there in society struggle with escalation? I don't know, man. Not necessarily. You know what I mean? Like, who's to say that there are species out there that don't care about things like race and sex? They just care about improving their species. Show them that we're flawed. I mean, we could do that. A little, like, history of humanity. Yeah. I don't think that would scare them. They're like, oh shit, so you guys kill each other all the time. Cool. You stab each other. You shoot each other. You blow each other up. Use atomic weaponry to incinerate them. Vaporize humans off the planet. They might be like, you know what, we're leaving. Fuck this place. We were going to be your friends, but we're going to come back with an army and just enslave you now. And teach you some manners. We sending the Dutch into space? Yeah, the whole country. We attach some rockets to the bottom, just... But so you want to send your best merchants to what, trade with the aliens? Globalian GBT. Yeah, honestly, you look at humanity, you're kind of like, really? These guys? It's because how long it takes light to travel. Anything further than like 60, 70 million light years away, which is the majority of space, they're just going to look at our planet and see dinosaurs. So they'd be like, oh shit, yeah, that looks so cool. Look at these guys. They got flying dinosaurs? That's insane. That's so cool. Yeah, let's go visit that planet. They get here, and it's a bunch of evolved monkeys that kill each other. Oh, okay. That's not fun. They turn up expecting velociraptors and T-Rex, and instead they get people like Reflex going 6'7", like, you know, yeah. Shall I go top? Might be a good idea. I'm ready for a nap again, guys. Ready to go back to bed. How many tours am I on? If you look on the top left, it'll tell you how many I've got on 2 cities. 767 on 2 cities. God. In total, across all the tours, like 1,200, something like that. $118 tours, Aussies. So that's slightly out of the... That's slightly unlucky. You'd expect one every 30, 35 tours. It's about a 3% drop rate. So anything outside of that is a little unlucky. Like, you found 2 Aussies. By that point, you would have expected to have found 3. Is the value of teamwork worth anything? The paint? I don't think so. I'm not sure. You can just right click and click sell on community market and see what the going price is, right? That's what I usually do. If you're talking about the value of teamwork in, like, the sense of teamwork, then yes, teamwork is invaluable. It's priceless. 97 tours and 0 Aussies? Yeah, that's pretty rough. Just fly to Australia. See, if I had infinite money, I'd do that. I'd fly to a different country and do different tours. Which country has the best drop rate? I mean, we just saw Aranda get full boxes, so Who knows? Maybe times are changing. You can have it. I'm gonna build another one. You'd have an ocean liner built for you. Well, and destroy the planet? You'd be like all these celebs that use private jets to go to the shops. Let's go. Wrench. I'm getting some decent random specialized kits today. Yeah, I'm using all my luck up on them. Guys got a Dark Souls. Oh, wait, no, that's not Dark Souls. It's Darkest Dungeon. Yeah, it's not the S1, it's from Darkest Dungeon. I always think the same. Hi, Karik. Merry Christmas to you too. Did you get anything cool for Christmas or your birthday? It's Slop. No, Darkest Dungeon is cool. It's a cool little indie game. I think it's indie. You thought it was Artorias? Yeah. It kind of, I can see why. Similar sort of helmet. Do I go demo? I'm gonna go demo because with randoms. But then I don't have a medic. So do I go heavy instead? Methman can get the medics as Pyro. I trust in Methman. I have faith. You got some new shoes? Nice. Thank you so much. It's very, yeah, I saw. Sorry. I saw some of the stuff you sent. It looks really cool. Some cool gifts. Use the worst loadout for MvM that you can think. So I'm playing with randoms, so I don't run a throw. Because I feel it's disrespectful to people who are like, I'm going to play some MvM today. And then I turn up and I'm like, using the worst loadout ever. But I think over time we have worked out the worst loadout ever in MvM. It would be Rocket Jumper on Soldier, right? Can't do any damage with the Rocket Jumper. You can just jump around. The Parachute in the secondary slot, again, doesn't do any damage. You just float. And then the third one would be the Pain Train. The Pain Train's only benefit is the fact that it gives you extra capping power, which is not used in MvM. And its negative is that it means you take more damage from bullets. Basically, it just makes you weaker. So with that loadout, the only damage you can do is with the Pain Train, but also you take more damage from bullets. What about Escape Plan? You move faster? Like, it doesn't make you weaker though, does it? Yeah, but the escape plan is only when you have the weapon out, right? So Pain Train's at all time. So my way of thinking, you got 2 NGs. When you're like jumping in with the like rocket jumper, when you're in the air, you're not taking extra damage. If we're thinking about min-maxing this, then yeah. I think both are viable options. I can't think of a loadout worse than that. There may be something that's worse, but having a character that can do no damage with 2 weapons and takes more damage with the third is probably the weakest, worst loadout you can get in MvM. You betting all your chips? All in. Loose Cannon, Sticky Jumper, Pain Train. But you can still do damage. Like, you can still do damage with the Loose Cannon. Some people use the Loose Cannon to, like, juggle giants into one place to make it easier for their team, you know? I feel like the fact that you can do damage at all means you can actually help. It would be very annoying, yes. That, like, it's one thing that, you know. It's like maybe having a scout loadout with, that would be similar to a scout loadout with, like, Bonk Boy, or the Bonk Cola thing. Maybe the Christmas Ball weapon, whatever it's called, and a Force of Nature, because again, like, you're going to be doing knockback to everything that you are shooting. So it'd probably be in the same category as that, as annoying to your team. But you can still do damage. And I feel if you can get like reliable kills with something other than a melee weapon that handicaps you, whether that's escape plan or pain train, then yeah. We could make a team actually. Worst MvM loadout team. So we've got our soldier, we've got our demo, we've got a scout. We'd have a pyro with the pyro would obviously have the scorch shot, but what would the primary and the melee be? The home wrecker, like spy sapping stuff, is pretty, you know, not common. Primary, what's the worst primary? Maybe Dragon's Fury isn't bad though. Degreaser? Because of the less damage? That's the only thing I can think of. Volcano Fragment? Yeah, that's actually a good idea. So that's 4 classes. A spy using the Eternal Reward because it doesn't work on robots. Red Tape Recorder, I think, doesn't have any effect on robots. Like, it saps them, but it has no tangible benefit to the default sapper, right? Do I have time for expert? It depends on how many people are available. If we have a nearly full team and we speedrun, yes. If we don't, then probably not, no. I'm trying to think of what else to spy. Like, Ambassador does have, like, you can headshot, you know. Same with, like, default revolver. Letronje will give you the more cloak. I don't know. Enforcer? Yeah. I feel like they're weaker weapons. They're still viable choices. I guess Spy's not a great class. Sniper? Heavy Tomislav? Yeah, the slow on Natasha is useful, but I feel like, yeah, Tomislav on... I think Tomislav is like a good weapon in general, so it's awkward to say, like, it's just... It's the worst of the options, but it's still good. Secondary, like, anything you do with the secondary is going to be helpful to your team. And melee, I don't know, a Poco Fists or something. Yeah, I was thinking between Classic or Huntsman for the sniper. Yeah, Hulong, it still does damage. Enforcer penetrates the backup? I didn't know that. That's interesting. Someone just requested talking. I'm sorry, I don't know what this is, but I'm skipping it. It's like a song overlaid with talking. I'm sorry. No, I'm not here for that. Like, I'm sure videos like that are funny with the context, but if no one can see what's going on and... Anyway, engineer. Can you make a bad loadout with the engineer? Engineer is always going to be useful because you can build dispensers and teleporters. And even with the gunslinger, you can build, like, mini sentries. They're not as useful, but still, like... Thompson has uses, though. Thompson can get rid of the charge from giant medics, right? And small medics as well, but it's very useful against giant medics. Rescue range is obviously very useful. A lot of people use that on non-tank waves. Widowmaker for tank waves. Frontier Justice would actually work really well with the mini sentry, so family business? Panic attack? Can he not? Can does Henji not use family business? No, it's only for heavy. Yeah, I don't know. Panic attack, I guess, would be the worst option. Gunslinger, I guess. A pistol. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like some of the classes don't lend themselves to be inherently unuseful. If we're making a team of 6, definitely the scout, demo, soldier, what was the other one we said? Pyro. That's 4, so we need 2. Medic. Again, medic is inherently useful. Any medigun you use is pretty good. I guess someone using the quick fix but poorly would be the worst. Maybe that would be a fun challenge run. We get 6 of us to play and we all have a terrible loadout. Can we beat MvM with the worst loadouts possible? I mean, what else for medic? Vitasaur? Vitasaur doesn't really do anything. Primary, I guess you'd go syringe gun? Yeah, I feel like... Yeah, I mean, the medics are going to be good in general. But would we say we have to have an NG purely because... Otherwise, it's like... No, it's too close. You guys okay? Yeah. There's a clip from a Highlander Prem semi-final where Seal used the panic attack and he killed the medic, the heavy, and the demo in like 5 seconds. Just loaded up and just went bang, 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 bang. It was on, what was it called? Barn Blitz. Yeah, I guess we'd have to have an NG, because MvM without NG just straight up isn't fun. But you'd make, like, Gunslinger NG with the panic attack and... What would the secondary be? Default pistol? That gives you the least amount of, like, utility, right? The pistol. So the final slot has to be between, if we're saying medic's too strong, between spy, sniper, or heavy. I think heavy is just too strong in general. So sniper or spy? Spy you're getting the least amount of benefit from. Sniper, you can still upgrade explosive headshots on anything, really, right? Even if you go huntsman. So if you were to go spy, you'd use, like, what's the worst revolver? Diamondbacks. Do you get much benefit out of the Diamondback? Oh, we gotta force these. Maybe default watch. Default watch mixed with red tape recorder. Oh, the L'étranger as well. How many reviewers because you have to aim for headshots? Yeah. Yeah, I was like, Diamondback gets crits on saps. I was like, do you still get them on backstabs? Yeah, you do, so it'd actually be pretty good. L'étranger gets you more cloak time if we're going for the default cloak, which is probably the least helpful. It means L'étranger would be quite good with that. So if the Enforcer actually has a benefit over, like, going through battalions, then... Yeah. Maybe the ambassador. Anything I want to hear? Whatever you want to request, man. I'm enjoying the variety we've got going on today. Yeah, I guess battalions isn't super common, or, yeah. So, no random crits. Slower firing speed. I guess it would be pretty, yeah. Unexpected status code. Yeah, I think that'd be cool. Do like a whole tour and we swap classes every mission. So everyone plays like a different class each time. It added it? Who? Nightbot. Sorry, not Nightbot. Stream Elements is tripping. I mean, that would actually be pretty hard. The more I think about it. Like, you've got a demo and a soldier that are just going to be squishy and can't really do much damage. Right? You got no heavy to deal with giants. You got no sniper or demo that can reliably kill medics. So to get rid of Uber medics and giant medics, you'd have to rely on the spy using Eternal Reward. To kill various mobs, you'd have to count on the pyro. And I guess the demo? Remember, the NG's running Gunslinger. Hi, B Gaming. Your childhood game? Why are you making us feel old? Yeah, we're doing some heavy. I like heavy on Empire. It's pretty chill. I try and play different classes every mission, if possible. Spy gameplay on Manhattan, right? Like, I'm also thinking, like, tanks. Tanks are going to be fucking difficult. You've got a pyro, but with the degreaser. NG's going to have to probably rock a double sentry loadout. Try to run mini sentries plus, like, baby sentry. One more wave, guys, and then I've got to do the Gamba. So please remind me. Tempted to switch to soldier? Yeah, do it if you want, man. It's like, you do whatever you think you need to do. There's so much money on this one, it doesn't really matter. Maybe you should have bought some crits there, but it should be fine just with the brass beast. Yeah, tanks I think would be difficult. Especially on waves where you're dealing with a tank and then there's some giants, you know. Love my room, nice walls. Thank you. This is just kind of temporary, but it's funny how my streaming room has changed over the years. This is my cell, yeah. You can make it easier by allowing class stacking, but only through the worst loadout. For 3 tanks or to all pyro. Okay, yeah, that would make sense, yeah. I think it would be like, my first like option would be to try and stick with the one of each different class. To stick with the authenticity of the run, you know. But if it gets to the point where we're hard stuck, then yeah. How many hours did you sink yourself in this game? If you exclamation mark hours in chat, it should tell you. I think I'm at like just under 14,000 right now. Just too many. There's too many hours. Many years. Actually, it should have been another... Wait, so I started playing 2008. And it's now 2025. I think I got the game in September. So, yeah. It's been 17 years. So now I'm playing this game. Really? Shit, yeah. 17 years playing this game. How does that make you feel, chat? Alright, let's talk, because this makes me think of... This is from Like a Dragon, which makes me think of the Like a Dragon game I got to play in the new year. Excuse me, sorry. Still recovering. In the new year, what are we going to be playing? We're going to finish Metroid Prime 4 tomorrow. And, we finish Metroid Prime 4 tomorrow. New Year's Day, maybe a cheeky MvM tour if anyone wants to join me. Maybe a little 2 cities. See the new year in with some Gamba. I'm going to be streaming Doom Dark Ages. I need to pick up Borderlands 4 and I will probably stream some of that. But I feel like that's probably also a game that I'd want to chill with people off stream on as well. So we'll mix and match. Yakuza Like a Fucking Pirate or whatever it's called. The Pirate Yakuza game. Also need to play Schedule 1. And I'm pretty sure there's other stuff as well. We need to do a new Elden Ring playthrough. Lots of stuff. Quake 1. I still need to do Quake 1, yeah. Still need to do Doom 1 and 2 as well. Yeah. For the time being, I think I'm going to try and do GTA 5. Seeing as I've done Clover Pit now. And I've finished all the games that I wanted 100% this year. So, Clover Pit's done. I'll start doing GTA 5, and when I'm done with that, I probably won't want to touch a Rockstar game for a while, like what happened after RDR1. So before doing Red Dead Redemption 2, I'll probably do like things like Doom and Quake, and we're going to do Borderlands together. We're going to do the Baldur's Gate 3 gameplay, playthrough, sorry. You started playing with Valve, gave us the Halloween effects and random drops. Oh, really? Nice. CeeJaey from San Andreas? Yeah, I just got to follow that damn train, man. That's the January plan. We sit in a pub all day and think of our builds. That sounds good. I mean, real talk, I don't know what the plan is for January, but I'm down for anything. People want to go somewhere, do something. I think Wayne mentioned bowling, but I'm also happy to sit inside of Weatherspoons for cheap food and drink and just vibe and chat. Anything? Alright, within reason. Keep it in your pants. Oh shit, Gamba time. You guys had one job. One job. Would anyone get an Aussie this tour? Let's find out. Me, Methman, and Swood are all finishing. I don't know about the randoms. Yeah, like, Borderlands would be fun. We could do some co-op. Then Borderlands 1, 2, and 3. Methman and I think Wayne was as well. Was down for, like, grouping up and doing some achievement hunting in those games, so... Yeah, I mean, I'm down for anything. I don't want people to do anything they're not interested in or whatever. So I am completely fine with sitting in a pub and just chilling and chatting, you know? But whatever people want to do. Weatherspoons is a really good place, unironically, because you can just order food and drinks to your table. You find a nice table and just chill for hours. And the food is, you know... If you go to a local one, then it's pretty good. Literally no one wanted to go top this game. Second time having full English was kind of good, dude. Full English slaps. If only we had 1, maybe 2 centuries. On-screen celebration. I don't know if that even does anything. Hi, TF Tunicon. I don't know if that does anything. I don't think I've got anything like that set up. It does? Oh, shit, nice. Never seen that. I didn't even realize it was an option. Full English slaps, dude. Like, if you get a good one from a nice place, then yeah. Sausage, bacon, eggs, toast or fried bread, hash browns. Like, it's all good food. The NEC was whack? The NEC was whack. But that's mostly because... it was... well, it's because it was an event place. If you go to a local pub or a cafe somewhere, you're going to find a really nice full English. If you go to a Weatherspoons, that's not inside like an arena. Just Weatherspoons, like in an event place, is usually pretty poor because they have to cater to so many people. And he's bleeding again. You like the chicken they had there? Are the Weatherspoons? Can't really remember, to be honest. I think I just had a burger that was clearly heated up in the microwave. Like, you can blame them, but at the same time, like, they're having to deal with thousands of people and they're trying to get food out quickly. Oh, the food stall thingy? Yeah, like, food stalls were nice at the NEC. Best place is Toby Carvery. Then you can just choose what to have on your plate. You get, like, as much bacon, sausages as you want. You can have this, that. If you don't like baked beans, you don't put baked beans on your plate, you know? Yeah, exactly. Like, I'm not saying I'm gonna say it's good, but I can understand why the quality was the way it was. Um, I'm not glazing Weatherspoons and saying it's amazing, but generally the food is like decent food. At least in the places that I've been to. I think I hit the sense button on my mouse, and now my mouse is really high sense. Yep. Time for slop? Yeah. Let's see what we get. Oh, really? Yeah, it's really cold. Cold affects me and gives me a cough as well. Oh no, only 2 for Meth Man. It's a cool hat. Is that a new one? Oh, rocket launcher. Ah, 2 boxes. Crap. Slop, slop, slop. Oh my god, everyone get the slop. It's slop everywhere. Pure, unadulterated slop. There you go. Sensor's fixed. Yeah, slop o'clock. Didn't even get 7 boxes. No, you just got slapped with the 6-2. Pay up? Yeah, I gotta pay up. I had my 1 good drop at the end of the year. The new dry streak starts now. You believe he was in your team? Who? Joe Biden. Guy with a golden wrench. No way. I haven't seen a golden wrench in a while now. You must have taught 200? Nice. Nice. I think the fact that we got no one here means I ain't going to be doing an expert today. But it's a no expert. Yeah, sorry. But on New Year's Day, that's what day of the week is it? New Year's Day is on Thursday. So tomorrow I'll do some Metro Prime 4. Ow, that hurt my shoulder. We're going to finish the game. Wrap that up. So we finished all the games we wanted to finish this year. And then on Thursday, it's the 1st. It's a new year. I'm not sure when I would be able to stream. Probably in the afternoon. Because generally New Year's Day, family gets together. We have like a full English. We're just talking about full Englishes. I have to remember to send Reflex a picture of my New Year's full English. So yeah, at some point on New Year's Day, maybe do some MvM. Hopefully we can have some people join. We'll just do like a little cheeky tour, 2 cities or something. And then that'll be it until the week of the 5th. And then we'll start stuff, I guess. I mean, maybe Doom. Maybe Schedule 1. I don't really know. What other games do we have going on? I still do want to do a stream of Left 4 Dead 2, but everything is Peter Griffin. I stream on Wednesday or Thursday. On Thursday. Thursday, MvM. 1st of January 2026. Have to do an expo if you had tickets. Yeah, that's okay. Even then, it would just probably be the three of us because it's only AHAM. So save your tickets. We'll play on Thursday, and we'll do some 2 cities. Yeah, I still want to do a Left 4 Dead 2 stream with the mods on because I think that'd be fun and funny. I finished Lies of P, didn't I? Yeah. Blah, blah, blah. So we got Like a Dragon, Pirate Yakuza in Hawaii, Doom the Dark Ages, Schedule 1. You guys told me Atomic Heart wasn't worth playing. Oh yeah, The Walking Dead. We could maybe, because we're the definitive edition, we could maybe do a game every so often on that. There's the guinea pig puzzle game that Carrie got me. What else did I want to play? Grunier, yeah. There's System Shock 2 Remaster, which I want to play at some point eventually. So yeah. There's some stuff coming on the Humble Bundle. What's humbling at the moment? Well, there's some good stuff this month, or am I making stuff up? 9 Souls? That was supposed to be good, right? So that's another one. So yeah, we got plenty of stuff to play. And then obviously Borderlands 4. Is there anything else on my wish list that I could potentially pick up in the sale? Let's take a quick look. So Until Dawn is 50% off, but it's still 30 quid. The Metal Gear Solid bundle, the collection, isn't on sale, which is weird. There's Stellar Blade, but that's only 20% off, so I'll probably wait for that a little bit longer. Horizon Forbidden West is 40% off. I could get that. You got it last time on sale? Yeah, I looked it up, and apparently that was back in May or June or something. So I'll just wait for it to go on sale again, I suppose. It's just annoying that it's not on sale during this time. So yeah, I guess I'll wait for Stellar Blade to be a little bit cheaper. Horizon Forbidden West I could pick up. We'll see. We shall see. Anyway, I'm going to stop yapping now and let you find people get on with your day. I'll see you tomorrow for Metroid Prime 4. Again, I don't know if it's going to be a super long stream because I'm right near the end of the game. So, yeah. Maybe it'll be another hour, couple of hours or something like that. And a reminder to those who wanted to join, we'll watch Stranger Things tonight. So, yeah. I think 7-ish or something, whenever Carrie said that she was back from the shops. So, I will see some of you then. You have to go to the store. Go to the store now. Get those nachos. Get them ready. You guys take care. I'll see you tomorrow for some Metroid. Bye.